Hello everyone, welcome to Fine Moon Rising. This is Capricorn's July 2025 Tarot and Energy Sigil. So this is going to be the energy for Capricorn. I'll do some astrology as well as read some tarot for you, and then I'm drawing you an energy sigil. So I'm pulling the cards that will direct the sigil. And you have the King of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Hierophant card. And what this says to me is it's time to start creating the life you want in real time, not in your head anymore. It's time to actually physically create the life. You might have been holding back, and the universe is saying, hey, we're not holding back anymore. It is now time for you to create what you want in your surroundings, to start manifesting that stuff, to start taking those steps in the direction you want to go. So anything that you need to change in your life that will benefit you in the future, now is the time to start, okay? And so for your sigil, with those cards, the affirmation I decided on using is I am ready for the next step. Of course, and then I've crossed out all the vowels and any repeat consonants and take the consonants that are left and created you a sigil. You can do this at home, and it doesn't have to be perfect or pretty or any of that stuff. You can create your own anytime you want. It's chaos magic, okay? So that is going to be your energy. I did notice with your sigil, as I was kind of compiling the art recording and then pulling the tarot, that there is a profound freshness to July. So your sigil, and it lended itself to like greens and very fresh colors. And green, of course, is the color of renewal, of starting things fresh, of starting things over. And so it is definitely time to get those things, those wishes, wants, desires out of your head and into your real life, and then formulate a plan of how you're going to get that. You know, it can be things financially that you have to do. Do you need to sell something? Do you need to organize something? Do you just want more plants in your house? And that's okay. Whatever it is for you, it's going to be different for everybody, but it's time to make things happen. Okay, so as far as your astrology goes for July, the energy of the astrology is it is a life path shift for you right now. In July, your path is shifting. I think you've put this kind of push in motion, and you have now is the time that things are going to get rolling for you. So it is moving you into a new life, and this is a life you're going to be building upon. It's not just, oh, here it is and everything's pre-made. These are steps you're taking to build the life that you want in the future. And so more opportunities will be coming into your existence as a result of you making these decisions, both energetically as well as taking steps in the real world to manifest what you want to happen. Okay? And so it doesn't matter even if you want to manifest a big fat garden, whatever, as long as that's something that's going to improve your shift, make you feel better in the future. And it could be big things like, maybe you're going to move, or maybe you're going to take a new position, or maybe your path of study is going to change directions. Okay? So all right, so multiple opportunities for your life to kind of begin again. You have been going in the same direction for quite some time, and now it's time for you to kind of begin again. And just note that your past is not a reflection of who you are now. It's just, what made you who you are today, what gave you the ability to actually transform and change at this time and really go after your goals. So your past is not you. We're different every moment of the day, right down to you can change the way you eat, you can change the way you're thinking about something. Every moment of every day is a new opportunity to change things in your life, no matter how big or how small. And so everybody's going to be on a different path. So the learning experiences of your past have, yes, made you who you are today and given you the opportunity, but they do not dictate your future necessarily. So don't feel like, oh, you came from this background, so therefore you're only going to be this. That's not going to happen. We do have Uranus and Gemini, of course. And for you, that is a focus on keeping your silver tongue in check. Be a little more PC with how you're saying things, And it's just kind of watching your tongue a little bit more. It's just because, you know, you might be really raring to go on this path and you just know how to get things done. But that doesn't mean others don't need time to catch up to where you're going. It's just going to take everybody a hot minute to get on board with what you want to do. And so make sure you're using technology to your advantage and it's not using you. So we don't want to be slaves to our technology. We want to be using it and using applications that will promote us and benefit us, not keep us trapped, stuck, or in this endless loop of, you know, being in our head and not being able to do stuff. Okay, so big professional opportunities, though. Just note that could happen if you are in the workforce. But also recognition by family and friends. So, you know, if you're not in the workforce anymore, whatever, your family might be finally recognizing that, hey, you know, you are a strong person. You have kept everything together. You have been the pillar. You have been the one helping, being there, pushing things forward. And I feel like you're going to receive the recognition that you deserve, even if it's just 5 words, you know. It could be something as simple as thank you, you know, but I believe that you will be finally recognized for some of the things that you've been doing over your lifetime it could have been stuff that, you know, people don't know you did, and magically your family ran smoother. Magically your work colleagues benefited and they didn't know who did it, but, you know, they'll be finding out that it was you all along. So you'll be seen. Okay, let's move right into the tarot here. And I'm just struck by there's an 8 of Swords, but it's kind of like off on the distance. It's on the bottom of my deck that I kind of put over to the side. So you did have some worries about this. It's almost if not now, when type of energy. And so you may be at that point in July where you're like, I want to start over. This is a new, fresh beginning, and I'm ready now. I wasn't ready 2 months ago, but I'm ready now. Okay, we do have the Justice, the Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles as your overarching energy. So the Justice, you know, dot those I's, cross those T's. If there's something that you need to look at financially, on paper, you know, in your accounts, stuff like that, in order to make stuff happen, then, you know, if you need to balance the books, balance that budget, you know, in order to take these next fresh steps forward, then that's what you need to do. Also, any kind of labs, anything like you need to do health-wise might be a good idea for you. If there's stuff you need to check on, just go check on it. That type of thing. Okay, we do have the Page of Pentacles, and we also have the Six of Pentacles. We are actively, and that's why I say there's a lot of finance stuff. There might be some budget things that you need to do, saving your money. Don't buy things that are going to be, you know, here today and gone tomorrow. You're going to be focusing your money on stuff that's going to have longevity, that's going to help you on your path forward. We do have this Four of Wands here in your past. Happiness. I think after you made this decision to move forward and start anew, I think it brings a lot of happiness into your life. You do have the Devil as your starting point, but that's just you showing up. You know, don't feel trapped. You're not going to be trapped. You made the decision already to move forward, and you're going to be. The Death card is crossing it, which means the Death card's showing up a lot for Capricorn in July, which means you are transforming, which means your life is transforming into something that you want, and you want to do, a path you want to go down, and something that is just going to be better for you, more right for you, feel more right. We have the Four of Swords, and then opposite of that, we have the Two of Wands, conscious, subconscious, right? And I feel like that is a fresh start, but we do need to release something that is kind of in our way. So set some boundaries if you need to. If you need to set boundaries on things, time limits, anything like that, you know, budgetary requirements, that kind of thing, we just need to do it in order to make your life happen. Page of Cups in the future. This Page of Cups has just been sneaky today, wanting to show up for everybody. Page of Cups in this cute little otter is just, what does your heart want? Where do you want to go? Where are you going to feel like this is the path for you? You know, that's where you're headed. Those are the decisions you're making. You're going to lead with your heart. Page of Swords. You've been very Page of Swords. You know, waiting for that inspiration. Waiting. Okay, well, now it's here. Now it's time to begin again. You'll see those opportunities coming, and you'll want to take those opportunities. You'll look around you and say, you know what? This person's on my side. That person's not on my side. Oh, look, you know, I can change this in my environment. I can move this around, and that will bring me that much closer to my goals. We also have the Seven of Pentacles in your environment. So making those choices, that's what we just talked about, it, making those choices. We do have the Tower. It's going to shake things up. And this is also big inspiration for you. I feel like it's more inspiration than it is destroy your whole life. It's more, I'm changing my thought process. I know where I want to go. And there's going to be these great big inspirations that are probably going to wake you up at night, honestly. So have fun with that. But there's going to be these ideas, these epiphanies that are going to push you forward on your path, that are going to allow you to really, snowball into the next phase of life, into taking those next steps. I am ready for the next step. Okay, so we are ending with the Ace of Cups here. Now, the Ace of Cups is that energy of heart-based decisions again. So I just feel like you're going to be finding the path for you that, like, it's kind on your heart. It makes you happy. It makes you fulfilled. And I think you're going to do whatever you need to do in order to make that happen. And so I think active planning right now with your money and choosing opportunities that are going to benefit you in the future, and also letting go of other things that might be, I don't know, vices, things that are just getting in the way, clutter. I mean, there's a kind of a big push with these more fixed signs to kind of get rid of clutter and stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff holding people back, and that could just be habits. That could be just things that you don't think are a habit but are actually a habit, and you just realize, why do I do that every day? I don't need to do that. What on earth am I doing? And so there is kind of a push of following your heart more, and maybe you make different decisions. So maybe you always have your coffee one way, but then you decide to have it another way. And that is part of these changes. You'll find that you're going to be looking in the mirror at a quite different person, and wondering how I got here. And then also making decisions of, now I know where I'm going. I see that past person. It doesn't dictate who I am, but now I'm going to be going this direction in the future. Okay, Capricorn, if you enjoyed this reading, please like, share, subscribe, and see you next time.